In English this week, we'll be writing haikus. Haikus are short, traditional Japanese poems, usually written about nature. And like most poems, they have their rules. The rules are 3 lines. That's right. The poem only consists of 3 lines. The first line having 5 syllables, the second line having 7, and the third one going back to 5 syllables. And the aim is to say as much as possible in as few words as possible, almost like the opposite of when we're writing our descriptive pieces of work where we're using so many adjectives. Now you have to choose your words carefully to say as much as possible in as few words. So let's look at one completed. This one was written in 1672 and the person was Mastu Basho. I think I've got his name right, or Basho. And he was considered one of the greatest writers of haikus. So this one, let's read it then. An old silent pond. A frog jumps into the pond. Splash, silence again. So it's almost like this first line is setting the scene of the old silent pond. So we know if it's silent, it's very quiet. And I would imagine if you shut your eyes, imagine a silent pond, the water would be drifting slowly and rippling slowly, really quietly. And then all of a sudden a frog jumps into the pond, splash, and then silence again. So it's almost like writing a mini story. And if you have a look, we've got the 5 syllables. Let's check them. An old silent pond, 5. A frog jumps into the pond, 7. Splash, silence again, another 5. So that's the rules. So before we can actually write our poems, we do need to make sure we really understand our syllables. And syllables are actually beats that we can hear within the word. So if we do the word oak, nice one to do, and mango. Let's have a look how many syllables we can hear. Oak, just 1. What about mango? Mango. Can you hear it? Mango. So I think it splits there. Mango. Let's try a word that's a little bit longer. Beautiful. Nice word that we could use. How many syllables? Beautiful. Beautiful. Where does it end? Beautiful. I can hear the beautiful, and that will give me 3 syllables. And that's, like I say, that's your job today. So your challenge is you are going to find the syllables of the classes that you're in. So we've got Rowan, Wisteria, Madrona and Maple. So which one has got the most syllables? Also for challenge 1 is I want you to write down the names of all your family members, cousins, anyone in your family. Find out who's got the most, who's got the least syllables. And if you find that really easy, then go on to challenge 2. So challenge 2 gets a little bit trickier. How many words can you find with 4 syllables? It don't have to be big words because beautiful, which is quite a long word, has only got 3. So your challenge, how many can you find with 4 syllables? And if you are still, well, that's easy, let's go on to challenge 3. So challenge 3, I don't know if there are any words with 5 syllables, but you might have a look in the dictionary to see if you can find any words with 5 syllables. And that's the end for today. We're just looking at syllables. Really make sure we can hear them right. My daughter, who really always struggled with syllables. I can't hear them all. I can't hear them all. They do say if you put your hand over your mouth or on your chin, then you can actually feel the syllables if you talk. But obviously, we're not supposed to be touching our mouths much nowadays, are we? So if I put my hand there and say the word oak, I can actually only feel one movement. If I say mango, it's almost like I can actually feel 2. So I want to try beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I can feel the 3 bumps. So if you were struggling hearing them, try that method, but try with the hearing is much better if you can do it that way. So like I say, that's it for today. good luck with it, especially if you're doing challenge 3. Do not worry if you do not want to do challenge 2 or challenge 3. Challenge 1 is fine. Right, thank you. Hope you enjoyed finding all the syllables yesterday. And today what you're going to be doing, you're going to do some mind mappings, writing some ideas down for your poem, some of the vocabulary that you could use. I'm going to show you autumn, and you are going to do spring. So I'm going to think of all the words to do with autumn. Yeah, I've got it. I've got the picture in my head. I'm thinking of a tree, and all the leaves have left it bare. So the tree is left bare. And now I'm thinking about the leaves. Once the leaves fall, they go almost golden brown. Oh, that looks like it. All wrong. Golden. Red. Almost like a red colour. And they turn to brown quite quickly. And also, they're very crispy, aren't they? When you stand on them, they're very crispy. So I've got very golden, crispy, brown. And of course, it's very cool, isn't it? The weather gets cooler in autumn. Yeah. Got a few words then to be going on with. I might need to be doing some more thinking time to add to it. I might be thinking about the animals that surround in autumn. Yeah. You're going to need quite a bit of thinking time on this one. Now, next job. We are going to find the syllables. So let's have a look at the syllables in my words. Beer just gives me 1. Red, 1. Golden. Gives me 2. Brown just gives me 1, although it's got, sorry, my paper's leaving. Crispy. Oh, short word, but it has got 2 syllables. And cool. Yeah, so you need to find lots more words than me. And that's all you need to do for challenge 1. But obviously, you're going to find more. You're going to do a better job than me. Challenge 2. Now then, if you were finding this quite easy to do, you thought, oh, that was easy. I found loads and loads of words for spring. Why not have a go at autumn and add some more to it? Yeah, I'm sure you can find more than me. And also have a go at winter. And the summer must be a really easy one with all those ice creams on the beach. Hopefully this year we might get, you never know, fingers crossed. So that's challenge 2. But don't worry if you just want to do challenge 1, just do challenge 1. That is fine. Challenge 3 then, let's move on to challenge 3. Obviously challenge 3 has got to be quite trickier. So I'm thinking for challenge 3, we could be looking at alliteration. Remember what alliteration is? Have a think. I'm sure you do. If I give you a clue, shall I give you a clue? Yeah, maybe bare branches. Bare branches. Yeah, alliteration. Remember? We might have glistening golden. Glistening golden. GG, alliteration. Remember, it's 2 words beginning with the same letter. We could have crispy crunchy. Crispy crunchy leaves. It's quite a nice one. You could think of lots more, couldn't you? Also for challenge 3, I suppose really this would be challenge 4. Can you think of using personification? Think what personification is, and I'm pretty sure we've all talked about it in our classes. And you remember, it's really when you're making an object or an animal sound more like a human. It's almost like if you said that the computer was purring. Well, a computer doesn't purr, a cat purrs. But you're making an object sound like an animal. Or you could be making an animal sound like a human being. Think about, let's have a look. Looking at my words. Bare branches. What could they be doing that would sound like a human? Bare branches. I know, reaching for the sky. We could have bare branches reaching for the sky. We know that they can't reach the sky because they're not human, but it does make it sound almost like a human. So if you can, in challenge 3, see if you can get some personification there as well. Like I've said, do the challenge that most suits you, that helps you. Right, see you tomorrow.